What's up, YouTube? This is GeoSucks coming at you with a Dragunity deck profile. Haven't uploaded one of these in a while, and really it's because I hadn't had anything new to add to it. But this new priority change has really just made me be able to revamp the deck to have a lot more summon negation, something I've always really liked in decks, and just give it a lot more stopping power. I took out a ton. Sorry, a little sick guy. Sorry. I took out a ton of the tech monsters I had and just stuck with the tried and true Dragunity engine, but with a ton of stopping power. Let's just hop into the profile. Two Mistletanes. I still don't have Valdrianas, guys, or Phalanxes. Just sorry. If you guys have any of those, I'll gladly trade. But Mistletoe is just an amazing card, especially with Valor being at 3 in any deck that could run it. So it's just really good to bounce back in case they Valor my Dukes or something like that. 3 Dukes, 3 Legionnaire, and my 1 tech Miss Valley Falcon. If I could get my hands on a Zephyros, I would definitely switch that out for that. But until then, he's cool. 3 Phalanx, just having to proxy 2 of them. The deck just needs 3. It could get by with 2, but 3 is just so much better. 2 Atlas. Generic is generic. My 1 tech Malefic Cyber End Dragon. This card is just amazing because it baits out every single stopping card your opponent would have unless you just swing with your monsters. And if they don't stop it, then they're taking 4,000 attack to the face, which is just all around good. 1 Fabled Cerebral, discard fodder, and just level 2 tuner to let me synchro ladder my way up to 8 stars. And 1 Valor. I was able to pull one out of a special edition Order of Chaos thing, and it's looking pretty good. If I had more, I would run it. Staple. I just had to bump up the MSTs up to 2 because there's going to be a lot more summon negation in this metagame right now. Lances and compulses everywhere, so MST is pretty good. 1 Book of Moon and a Mind Control. The Mind Control essentially functions as a smashing ground for this type of deck, seeing as you have so many tuners and a wide variety of levels. So you can just take your opponent's monster and still send it to the graveyard. You're just gaining something out of it. 3 Ravines, 3 Terraformings, 2 Card of Consonance, and a Foolish Burial. That pretty much rounds out the whole Dragunity engine out of it. So yeah. Now on the traps, there's a ton of them now. 2 Bribes, just general negation. Stops lances like during the battle phase. Stops bottomlesses and warnings and solemns. It just helps me out so much. 2 Torrentials, staple. 1 Mirror Force. I don't have any deep prisons, and this card is pretty much just as good, seeing as a lot of players, a lot of decks nowadays, especially Heretics, they have a ton of cards that they can just swarm the field with, and they generally go. Wow, that was a horrible stutter right there. They go for OTK, and this is just an amazing OTK stopper right there with Torrential. 2 Compulse, just really good this right now. Almost a staple, really. They could be swapped out with Effect Veilers, but Compulse is just great because it also gets over Zen mains and other extra deck exceeds. 1 Bottomless, just a Bottomless, essentially a staple now, and 1 Chaos Trap Hole. I'm taking this card in right now until I get another Bottomless. Either way, I'm still gonna cite it because it's just an amazing card. It kills the wind-up loop by getting rid of Hunter, and they won't be able to get it back. It stops Insectors because they sometimes early game they will try to summon a Hornet and then equip another Hornet or some other stuff like that. So it's just really good with that, and it stops Tour Guide, which almost every tier 1 deck runs. So it's just really good. My extra deck is 1 Malefic Cyber End, Decisive Armor, and Field Marshal, a good level 10 and a good level 9, seeing as Trish is gone. Stardust, Dot Ruler, Colossal Fighter, my Triforce of level 8s. One Black Rose. I rarely make it anymore without a Battle Fader, but it's still a good card. I might be able to mind control my opponent's level 1 and do something with that, but it's just a really circumstantial card, but it's a really good one. One Gayborg, Iron Chain, and a Gaia Knight. Gaia Knight is probably your best first turn play. Summon this, set some back row, like Dark Bribe and a Summon Negation card, and you'll be good until the next turn. The Iron Chain is for like mid game when you can run over like a Logi or something and get away with it, and make them mill rabbits and windups and all kinds of things. And this card is your main way to win games, because late game your graveyard's going to be full of all these winged beasts, maybe your Vortex the Whirlwind. This card can go up to 4,000, 3,500 easily, and it just wrecks. A lot of people leave Zen mains in attack mode. You can just get a quick 2,000 off with this thing, and it really does just win you games. One Vortex the Whirlwind, Legionnaire, Phalanx, go into that guy. He's cool. I can summon a Mist Valley Falcon with this, so yeah, it can be a good card at times. And a Magical Android. It's just an amazing card, kind of beefy, 2,400. You can get over Dolka and such. It's just a pretty good card there. One Utopia, one Acid Golem, and one Gachi Gachi. I play the Acid Golem over Leviathan just because it's a lot beefier, and generally they're gonna try to stop it with some sort of Summon Negation or Mirror Force it or something. So it's pretty much the same logic as the Malefic Cyber End. It just baits out those kind of cards, and stealing it with a stealing my opponent's Exceed material with a mind control, and then using that on this guy, I can just stall out for like a long time, taking their monster, make sure they don't get it. So it's just cool. Gachi for whatever the situation might be. It comes in handy, and Utopia is just a Utopia. If I get my hands on that new whenever I get one of those, the new revamped structure deck, starter deck, I mean, I'll probably switch out for that new Exceed. And my side deck, it's not complete yet, but it's getting there. One Cyber, one Imperial Iron Wall, one Chaos Trap Hole, one Shadow Imprisoning, one Black Horn of Heaven, two Trap Hole, two Smashing, and two Leeching Delight. The only things I really have to add to this is one Bottomless Trap Hole, one Cyber Dragon, a second Shadow Imprisoning, and maybe an MST or another Imperial Iron Wall. That's pretty much all this thing's missing. So yeah, guys, that's the deck, you guys. Comment, subscribe, like this video, just do what you do. Sorry I haven't really been uploading much of anything lately. I still just been busy with school and friends and stuff, so I don't really have that much time for YouTube. I'll try to get some more videos up at a more consistent rate, but yeah, this is pretty much, unless you can get Vajrayanas and the new Heretic engine going in a Dragunity deck, then this kind of Dragunity deck is probably the best bet. Just pure Dragunities, a couple techs, and a ton of stopping power, because my build for Dragunities is incredibly slow. But the back row, the sheer amount of stopping power the back row gives it, and the ability to just completely bounce back next turn by popping their cards or running over their monsters with Dukes or Legionnaire, that's what makes this deck good. That's what keeps this deck from falling into just complete uselessness. It's still a good deck. Even it can keep up easily with Inzectors and Windups. Rabbit is probably its only hard matchup, but that's why you have the side deck. That's why you have all this Summon Negation. It's just a really good deck. Well, I'll see you guys later. Comment, like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.